Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Iron Michael's Mind. Just wanted to take a second to answer some fan questions. I love shooting stuff out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, asking you guys what you want to hear about, asking you guys what topics you would like me to talk about, and any questions that you guys have. So here I have a couple questions from some fans, and I'd like to answer those for you guys, get a little insight into Iron Michael's Mind. The first question comes from Justin Rizabi, and this is a very, very good question. I was so glad when he asked it. He said, how do you address people who don't get MMA and think that you're a person of violence? And the question itself is a very, very good question, because if you watch the sport of MMA, it is literally two men or two women trying to accomplish something by hurting another person. If you look at the submissions, if you look at the knockouts, you're literally doing bodily harm to another human being. And I think I have gotten asked this question a lot, and people, and it's always prefaced by, man, you're such a nice guy. Man, you're so sociable. Man, you seem so normal. How do you fight in a cage for a living? And really, at the end of the day, I always go back to a Tim Tebow or a Ray Lewis. I think Tim Tebow and Ray Lewis have never once apologized for crushing somebody on the football field. Ray Lewis has never once apologized for picking somebody up and slamming them into the turf. Tim Tebow has never once apologized for running over another human being in front of thousands and thousands of people in a stadium and millions of people on TV. Life sometimes is violent. Sports are violent. MMA is a contact sport, and I think when this sport first started, when mixed martial arts first started, yes, there was a lot of rough around the edges kind of guys getting into the sport because it attracted those kind of people. But now you see a guy like myself, college educated, I could be in the workforce, I could be running numerous companies, I could be doing all kinds of things with my brain, but instead I had that competitive fire still in me. I had that desire to want to compete still very, very rampant in my mind, in my body, in my life. I'm young, I'm able, I'm healthy, and I just want to compete. So that's kind of how I tell people, it takes all kinds of people in this sport, and it's not just the rough around the edges guys. So great question, Justin. Thank you. Morgan Waltz UFC asks, the best recovery methods for post-workout. Guys, I've only introduced this into my regimen the last couple of years, but amino acids, branched chain amino acids, BCAAs, every single day, numerous times a day, before, during, and after each workout, and with meals to help with the protein synthesis and help get that protein to your muscles and recover. Protein shakes, and I drink a lean protein shake, whey isolate every single day now after every hard practice. If I have like an easy drill, maybe I won't do a protein shake, but for the most part, I'm always doing a protein shake. Sleep, obviously we already know that one. The most important one, yet the most underappreciated one. We always think, oh man, I can do this fine on 5 hours of sleep, 6 hours of sleep, 4 hours of sleep, because I've done it before. But what we don't realize is what's going on behind the scenes. When you don't sleep good, your body is not recovering. You don't give your body the adequate amount of time to shut itself off and do the repairs and do the recovery that it needs to. And lastly, water. Staying hydrated. Keeping as much fluid in your joints as you possibly can. As much fluid in your muscle is going to help you a ton with recovery. I always say at least a gallon a day. For me, I've already plowed through about a half a gallon this morning, and it's only 9:50 a.m. So I'm on track to do at least 2 gallons today. So that's enough for today. 2 questions. Thank you at Morgan Waltz UFC, and thank you, Justin Rizabi. I appreciate you guys. Keep the questions coming. Keep the suggestions coming. Heck, keep the criticism coming. Tell me what you don't like. Tell me I look silly. Tell me this white background is pretty plain and boring, but I'm in a little bitty apartment here in Arizona with nothing on the walls, away from my wife. It's me and my cat Eli out here in Arizona, training our butts off, living like cavemen. So what I'm saying is, give me suggestions, give me anything you guys got. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. I hope this helps. This is another episode of Iron Michael's Mind. Check out michaelchandler.com for all the other resources.